My dear students, I am going to continue high spin and low spin complex. In the previous class, we understood the meaning of high spin and low spin and strength of ligand with the help of spectrochemical series and their experimental determination we understood in the previous class. Now, let us look at some examples of high spin and low spin complex. Let us look at this complex. So this is a D7 system. This is a D7 system. Why it is D7? Because the system has 7 d electron. That's why D7 system. So if you fill the electron to this, so it violates the Wund's rule. Actually 7 electron means 4 should be in T2G and 3 should be 5 should be in T2G, 2 electron should be EG. But due to presence of strong ligand, what happened? This strong ligand force the electron. That's why they occupy T2G level. But in case of a high spin, so this is a low spin complex. It is a low spin complex. This is also D7 system. But the electronic configuration here is T2G5 EG2. But the here electronic configuration T2G6 and EG1. Why this is happened? Because here it follow Wund's rule. According to Wund's rule, if you fill the electron to this orbital, so let us fill the electrons according to Wund's rule. So there are 5 d orbitals. If you fill the electron 1, so dxy1 1. So electrons are singly filled. Then the electrons are pairing starts. So if you look at this, so this is T2G, this is T2G, and this is EG. So in case of a low spin complex, as I said, it follows the Wund's rule. According to Wund's rule, the electronic configuration is T2G5 and EG2. This is happened because of weak ligand. But in the presence of strong ligand, what happened? In the presence of strong ligand, it forced the unpaired electrons to pair up. That's why, so T2G, first all the electrons are paired first in T2G. Then the remaining electron enter into EG level. That's why the configuration become T2G6 EG1. So this is a low spin complex and this is high spin complex due to presence of 3 electrons. And next you look at this example, Fe plus 3. It's a D5 system. So this is in case of strong ligand, what happened? It forced the unpaired electrons to pair up. As a result, no electron enter into EG level. That's why the electronic configuration is T2G5 EG0. Dear students, you must able to write electronic configuration in terms of T2G and EG. By keeping the strength of ligand in mind, you have to write the configuration and you have to write whether it is high spin or low spin. And look at here. So here also Fe3 system, but here weak ligand. That's why electrons, it follow Wund's rule. So strong ligand does not follow Wund's rule. Weak ligand follow Wund's rule. So if you apply the Wund's rule, the configuration is T2G3 EG2. So this is high spin complex. This is high spin. This is an high spin complex due to presence of 5 unpaired electrons. Here there are 5 unpaired electrons are there. That's why this is high spin complex. But here only 1 unpaired electron. That's why it is low spin complex. Let us take another example of cobalt complex. So in this complex, X aqua cobalt. So cobalt is a D7 system. So as I said, it's a D7 system. So in which it follow Wund's rule. That's why it has 3 electrons, 3 unpaired electron, and it is high spin in nature. It is high spin. And if you take the same cobalt complex, but cyanide is a strong ligand, it forces the unpaired electrons to pair up. The CFAC is very high, so it has only 1 unpaired electron and it is a low spin electron. So similarly, we can solve the problems. We can identify in case of system. So in D1 system, see this the concept of high spin and low spin comes only in D4, D5, D6 and D7 system. We cannot expect so first 3 and last 3 system. For example, in case of D1, Irrespective of the ligand, only the only possibility is in either case. This is in case of a strong field. This is in case of a weak field. In either case, only one possibility. That is, in either case, only one electron is possible. That's why in case of D1 system, there is no question of strong field and I field. And in D2 system also, so even in the presence of strong ligand or weak ligand, so weak field or strong field, in both the case it has 2 electron. And in case of here also, where in case of D3 system also, strong ligand 3 electrons, weak ligand 3 electrons. Dear students, in case of strong ligand, in case of T2G, so if you come to T2G, T2G can occupy totally 6 electrons. It force when all the electrons are singly filled, it force. Then it start force. So we can suppose if there are 3 electrons, we cannot expect 1, 2, 3 like this. This is not possible. So pairing here also 3 unpaired electrons are completely accommodate. Then pairing start in the presence of strong ligand. But in case of a D1, D2, D3 system, there is no question of high spin and low spin complex, because irrespective of the ligand, the number of unpaired electrons are same in either case. Next, D4. See, the question of high spin and low spin comes in case of D4 here. You just look at here. In D4, we can observe 2 different electronic configuration. See, the crystal field stabilization energy is less and high in this case. See, high, maybe this is a strong ligand and this is a weak ligand. In case of a strong ligand, the configuration is so T2G4 Eg0 in case of strong field. But in case of weak ligand, T2G3 Eg1. So this is low spin complex and this is high spin complex. In case of a D5, just look at the configuration here. In case of a D5, so here there is only 1 unpaired electron, but here there are 5 unpaired electron. So this is in case of weak ligand or weak field. This is in case of strong field. So in case of strong ligand, so this is a weak low spin complex and this is high spin complex. And D6 system, the number of electrons are different. So this is the electronic configuration. The electronic configuration here is T2G4 Eg2, but here T2G6 Eg0. So this is a high spin complex and this is low spin complex. And similarly in D7 system, we can found two different system. Electronic configuration in this case is T2G6 Eg1. So here I am discuss only the octahedral complex, because in octahedral complex T2G occupies lower energy, T2G comes first and Eg comes next, Eg orbitals. So here T2G5 Eg2. This is in case of D7 system. So you observe here only in D4, D5, D6, D7 system we can expect different configuration if in case of different type of ligand, strong ligand and weak ligand, the spin is different. See, the spin play important role. If the number of electrons varies, the magnetic property varies, because the magnetic property of a complex is depends on number of unpaired electron. If number of unpaired electron more, the magnitude of paramagnetism is more. That's why, so even though they are paramagnetism, their magnitude is different. It is because of different number of unpaired electron. So you people must be able to identify the number of unpaired electron just by looking the complex. So identify the D system, whether it is D4, D5, D6 or D7. Identify the nature of ligand and write the number of unpaired electron. So like this. So in case of D8, you look at D8. In case of D8, see, in both the cases, the number of unpaired electronic configuration is same. So T2G6 Eg2 and here T2G6 Eg2. There is no question of high spin and low spin here. And in case of D9 also, so T2G6 Eg3, T2G6 Eg3, and here also, so it is completely filled. The crystal field stabilization energy is 0 for D10 complexes. So in either case it is same. That's why I said in D1, D2, D3 and D8, D9, D10, there are no question of high spin and low spin. You just look at this table, you can easily understand. So only in these four system the question of high spin and low spin come, and here so you cannot tell whether it is high spin or low spin. The crystal field stabilization energy maybe energy also energy is same in either case, but just look at here, you can easily calculate the in D0 system. The electronic configuration in D1 system is T2G1 EG0, D2 T2G2 EG0, D3 so T2G3 EG0, D4 T2G3 EG1. So please write the electronic configuration. So take the elements, take especially 3D series element, write the electronic configuration in a neutral state, and write the electronic configuration in an ionic state, for example Fe plus 2 plus 3, and identify the system whether it is D5, D6, and write the electronic configuration in terms of T2G and EG. Then only you can understand this concept. Okay, so with this high spin and low spin complex is completed. So if you have any doubt, you can discuss with me. So once again, dear student, this without basics you cannot understand some of the concepts of coordination chemistry 2. As I said, this is a continuation of coordination chemistry 2. So one should be good in electronic configuration. Then only you can able to understand different number of electron in T2G and EG orbital. Because if you good in electronic configuration, it is very useful in calculating magnetic properties and identifying number of unpaired electrons. Along with, you must understand the principle of all the theories, valence bond theory and crystal field theory. So these are all part of crystal field theory we are discussing. The concept of high spin and low spin and the spectrochemical series, strength of ligand. So these are all part of crystal field. Crystal field theory is going to explain all these things. So with this I am going to complete this high spin and low spin complex. Next I am going to start another important concept, stability of coordination complex. There I am going to write electronic configuration directly. So you must know the configuration before going to calculating crystal field stabilization energy of various complexes.